Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, what happened last time is that I got in this room, and now, wait a minute. Last time I got into this room, and I'm supposed to make an acid to, you know, like get anywhere, but I don't have the materials for that acid right now. Apparently they're in some other room. Oh, here's a chair. I don't know if this is like, you'll go crazy, and then there will be enemies, or like, I don't want that. Please and thank you. Whew. As I was saying, the kitchen floor too. G2 would be finished. Okay, as I was saying, that I think the materials are down there, and I don't want to go down there. No, I cannot like that. Okay, it's locked down. I'm not opening the key. What did it say? Okay, find the key. It had been moved from the laboratory to the wine cellar. Okay, it said that somewhere. I don't know. Evidence in the laboratory is revealed that combining. Find the key for the wine cellar. I don't know. That's where it came from. That's where I tried to leave, but then that thing appeared. So, let's go find the key, I guess. Cannot open that. I can go over here. And I'll go through there. Yes. Let me just add the oil real quick, you know. What is this? Archives? Can't go down there. The other children were on his name, voiced, and steadily pressing his face, urging him to do it. "I really do this," the young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. That's lovely. What are you? Sorry, I had to see that, guys. Sorry, I had to see that. Catalogs. Library. Rare books. Okay. Okay.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night.
So,
tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Okay, crazy. You got nothing in any of these drawers. This is a long dark room. Let's go to the other one, shall we? study. Wasn't a tidy fellow, was he? Nope, that was the only one. Great. I hereby offer my full detention services to Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg. This contract will range for a total of 3 years, and my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Berwick. Okay. Nothing.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered.
Yes.
Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end, I was trapped.
Oh, oops. So, he was trapped. Well, I'm gonna explore the other part. So, I'm gonna go explore the other part. This is a nice, well-lit room. It's very foggy. I really don't like that. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Maybe later. Just... It locked me in. Let me open the tabula maps. Uh-oh. Tinderbox, light it. Okay.
th of May,
Uh-oh.
1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
That was crazy. Still can't go out there. Oh my god. Okay, let's do it. No, No, why did it go out? Oh, because it was going crazy. That might be it. Let's go into this place. Cue match.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
So I'm stuck. That child. Not big man.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Okay. Aldstat in Brennenburg, Castle 1801, another region rich with lores, Aldstat, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountain dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Skinny local, and you hear proof of the Whiteside superstition. All travelers seem to indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will be certainly served as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists in the tales, but there are some motifs that keep preparing. The Gatherers. The story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. So the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years, scattered them as horrible revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. The others, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them to reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Fine. A visit undone. Henrik, the well-known erudite, visited Alstadt at the start of the 16th. He died in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of the state noticed, mentioned in many records at the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only never to descend. It is known to have passed in Grenoble some 10 years later, this notion of ever visiting Alstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who is this mysterious man who visited the sleeping hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron Wittenberg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Alstadt. Like most of the noblemen inherited, through the Alexander Nobleman of the Nine Hills, secret lineage of birth, death of Alexander. Oh, he did die. He is buried in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 3. So to do something in here, which will unlock it again, but I don't know what to do. Oh. Secret library. That's a clock. We found the key, guys. Okay, so now we can get into the. Oh, fine. We'll read this and then we'll end the episode. It's getting like very long now. Actually, guys, I think that's a great end to this episode. We found the key. I know I'm not talking, and that's bad, but I promise next video I'll be a good YouTuber and I'll talk more. And I think this is a very great ending. Now we can enter the wine cellar, and maybe it won't be scary. So, see you later, guys. Goodbye.